This is Chazara of Gemara Eruvin DAF Lamed Aleph. All the learning for Chadishel, of course, is sponsored as Chus for Shem Shem Tevas Esther, as well as Chus Nishmas Vas Rizal Basra Meir. We pick it up on the bottom of Lamed Amid Beis. We'll start it again from Yudah Omer Avi Beis Kavaris. So that'll take the Eruv and that'll put it inside the cemetery. Tana, we learned in the Mishnah. You know what the reason name? The kohen can put himself in a box and then he can get into the cemetery. Says Marcus, the reason is because a thrown oil is yes an oil. Therefore, the box is going to separate the toma from underneath him in the cemetery, and the kohen's allowed to go there. Rebbe says your tama, it doesn't block the toma. Rebbe says whether removing oil is yes an oil, does it block even the toma or not? Oh, the time that returns to the price of Yudah, moving along to Lamed Aleph Amid Aleph, Marvin the kohen betar, Betruma Ta'ira Bekever, Hechi Azal. How you get there? Okay, the kohen puts himself in the box. When you put the food down on the ground, it becomes tummy from the grave. But the food is not or the food is kneaded with fruit juice, therefore it can become tummy. Fine, so the food's not tummy. How does the kohen get it? Once he sticks his hand down, again becomes tummy. But should the create, he sticks out flat wooden utensils out of the box. But the utensil being oil over the grave, the Maisa from the backside if it's less than a tevach. So why did Rabbanan argue say you can't do this? Because they hold a different reason. Also think there's bias. You're not allowed to get a kind of shvis, you're not allowed to buy, you're not allowed to acquire a house with Isra no. Over here it's going to be Isra no. Why? You're not allowed to get enough from a kever, from a cemetery. If you just have a motor, review holds you're allowed to get enough from the cemetery. Says Mari, yeah, no, for a different reason. Because I'm a mitzvah slav the honest, and review says you're not getting that called enough because it's a mitzvah. Comes out this din of mitzvah of the honest din. It was going to be machlokes between Rav Yehuda and the Rabbanan. Amar l'shmaitei, Amar l'charava, Yisraelu dein marvin el dvar mitzvah t'kuli amar mitzvah of the honest din. That's what they're arguing about. When are you allowed to make an erev? When are you allowed to make an erev tchum? And when are you allowed to extend your tchum? One man holds only for a mitzvah. That's machlokes and Amar l'shmaitei. Amar l'charav Yosef t'kuli amar marvin el dvar mitzvah. So what's the machlokes? Once you're kind of the Eruvin and Shmashas, you don't really care about that food. You're not really going to go eat it. Therefore, it's not called getting enough in that place. No, you are getting enough to eat. Because if you eat it, if you need it, you're going to go and eat it. It says the Mishnah bottom of Lamed Aleph. So you let him make an erev demai and meiser rishon that you want to take of the truma. Meiser sheni v'ektish nifdu once he was redeemed. V'akoyanim imu l'chalav. Avloi v'tavloi meiser rishon loy not l'trumasa. V'loi meiser sheni v'ektish loy nifdu. So let's see. He says more demai. How can you make an erev demai? You can't eat demai. Maybe by avloi l'chaziv havi on you'll be coming on. V'chazilei hashanami chazilei. Tonight we went to the Mishnah. Ma'achidin as aniyim demai. Moving along to Lamed Aleph. Maybe there's a chsaniya demai. Amar Rav Huna Tana Beishami. Arminei machid doesn't need demai. There's a chsaniya demai. Beis Hillel, so the Mishnah is going with the opinion of Beis Hillel, says you can yes feed an ani demai, and how could one call an ani if you want to be mafkol as the chasim? Therefore, it's yet theoretically wrong for the person to eat. Umaisa risha shenala trumasa pshita, of course, like sricha shektam v'shibailen. But early in the sheaves, you gave the meiser to the Levi, his tenth. You didn't give the kohen first. You brought an early potter, it's now potter. If the Levi jumps the kohen, then the Levi gets it. If the Levi takes first, the kohen loses out of his truma gedela. Why tell me only even if you made the pile already? Nami, it's called Trumas Hashem. So once it's idgin, once it's duggan, once it's a grain, then once it's in a pile, you no longer could the Levi jump, and therefore it's only going to be a case when you're makdim it bishi bailen in the sheaves. You might say sheni v'ektish niftu pshita. V'lai shvicha shanasan is a karen. V'lai nosan esach chaymesh. The chiddush over here is you did not give the extra fifth that you have to give when you redeem meiser sheni or hektish. The kamash landi and chaymesh ma'akev, that extra fifth that you didn't take off, it's not ma'akev. It's still called redeemed, and therefore you can use it as your erev. V'loi is a tevel, of course you can't use it tevel for your erev. Sheet, of course, you can't use tevel. Like shvicha tevel don't rabban. It's only tevel midrabban. You can desire about also chain and nakov. And the case is that you plant it in a flower pot without a hole, with the raisa, it's not called attached to the ground. Midrabanan, it's called attached to the ground. Midrabanan, it's tevel. That's the chiddush. You cannot use that as your erev. Pshita, you didn't do anything. Like shvicha shaktim v'kri, you brought it in early in the pile. But no, the man of Chumas Ma'aser, and again the Levi jumped. But the man of Chumas Gedela, but the kohen didn't get yet. So now the time you would have thought, like the Havamina, the Levi took his tent, even though the kohen didn't get a Chumas Gedela yet. Maybe you would think it's called that you did him. You're allowed to use it. The Shana that he answered, and then no, once once it's a Kri, once it's a Dagan, Xeris Akasav, it's not going to work. And even though the Levi jumped, you cannot use this as your Maisel. Maisel Sheni Vector Shalai Niftu, Pshita, Lashvicha Shabadim Leipadi Kil Chasen, you do not redeem it, Kil Chasen. Ma'aser Shabbat Agavi Asimain. What's an Akil Chasen? You put it on a coin without a tzura, without an image. Rachman of Sadik Kesef Kesef Sheish Love Tzura. Ask me money with a tzura. Hektish. How do you redeem the Hektish? Chilov Agavi Karka onto the ground. Rachman of Nasan Kesef Kamlai. You have to redeem it on the ground. I'm sorry, onto money, onto metaltlin, and not onto Karka. Says the Mishnah on the bottom of Lavan Alpha and Bida Shlech Eruvin Al Chirshot Vekatan. If you add Mishnah any moed be'erev, someone does not agree with the erev. We'll see what that means. Any erev is not an erev. Yamar Lachla Kabli Menu or is the erev? Says the Gemara, what's going on? If Vekatan lie, Vamar wouldn't cut the erev is erev. The Katan is allowed to collect the erev. So what's going on? Like Kajay can be erev, Tchumi can be erev Chatzeiros. Very fundamental difference. The erev Chatzeiros, when all the different Chatzeiros have to combine together, then the Katan can go around and collect from every person. By erev Tchumi, we have to take the erev at the end of the 2,000 amos and put it there. The Katan doesn't have enough money to do that. You cannot give it to him to put it over there. Someone who's not but who doesn't agree with an erev, man? If someone is accepted from the katan, then it's okay. Maybe he's not going to get there. No, he's watching the whole time. He's not going to take it. If you pointed a shliach to take it from the katan, then it's going to work. The guy watches the whole time as the katan brings it, he takes it, he puts it down, then the 2,000 amos. That will be the one case that will work with the katan. We'll pick it up from here tomorrow.